Running backs, ladies and gentlemen. Name over here. Dustin right here. Oh, I thought it was going to be... Yeah. There it is. There it is. Before we get into the video, though, our fantasy football app, which is a how-to interactive guide
about football,
about winning your fantasy championship. We're submitting it to the App Store very soon. We're hoping to have it up well before the football season. It'll be up on the homepage. There'll be a link to it on the homepage, so check that out. And also, it's early July when we're doing this video, so keep that in mind if anything crazy happens with preseason. Tier 1, Brent.
Tier 1, Jamal Charles is #1 based on what he did last year. I lost at the ranking summit. Dustin had a little bit of a battle. I wanted to make a statement, put Forte #1.
It's a little bold.
It's a little bold, but I actually think he finishes the top running back. He was a monster last year. They finally let him get his goal line touches, got 12 touchdowns, almost 75 catches. This guy's a beast. I love Forte at #2.
Tier 2, I want to talk about a couple sophomores. Monte Ball's the first one.
Love him.
We loved him last year.
We were right.
That didn't really work out. We were right in theory about loving the Denver running back. We just picked the wrong one. But whenever a team lets a guy like Moreno go after the year that he had, that shows confidence in Ball. I think Ball's going to get a ton of touches, have a great year, score a ton of touchdowns. And then Lacey, amazing rookie season for him. That offense is just too good. They're going to get in the end zone. Lots of opportunities for Lacey. No reason to think that there will be a sophomore slump with him.
Tier 3, I love all three of these running backs, actually, and that's Bell, Stacy, and Murray. Out of the three, we have Bell ranked the highest because he's actually the safest out of the bunch. And here's why. In terms of Murray, always an injury concern, but the way he finished last year was ridiculous. And then for Stacy, there's some buzz that he has to win the job. I think it's more of a motivational thing based on what he did. I think he's got to be the man out there, but I like any of these guys, especially get him as your second running back.
Tier 4, Arian Foster's first person in this tier. When healthy last year, he was up to his old tricks. I still think he has a little bit of tread left. I think he's still a guy that can even go back to giving you first round value. So definitely going to go a little bit later this year because of the injury from last year, but not a bad gamble as you get, in third, fourth roundish, probably around third round. And then CJ Spiller let a lot of people down last year, but I still think there's a chance for him to come back. He's still splitting carries with Fred Jackson, but give a healthy CJ Spiller around 15 touches. He could give you first round value as well.
Alright, as we go, I hate CJ Spiller. As we go into, and I didn't even draft him last year because I knew he was going to be a bust. I think he's going to be a bust again this year because that's what he does. That's his thing. Alright, I'm sure there's a lot out there that agree with me. Leave a comment if you agree.
A little bold.
Alright, Tier 5. The first one's Sankey. Tennessee Titans got this rookie running back. Out of all of the rookies, he's the one that's going into camp as the quote-unquote starter. Should be a 3-down back. They improved the line. I really like him. And then Ben Tate. Stop this West hype that he looks good in mesh shorts and a t-shirt and he's going to take the job over. They paid a lot of money to get Ben Tate. Ben Tate's going to start. He's going to be the one next to Johnny Football.
Johnny Football. Tier 6, Chris Johnson, new home with the Jets. I do think that might hurt his value just a little bit, but it's just so hard to tell exactly how he's going to factor in with that offense. Chris Ivory's probably going to be in the mix as well, but Chris Johnson, not as exciting as a pick as if he was still in Tennessee. And then Toby Gerhart. A lot of Toby Gerhart love this preseason, but he's on Jacksonville. They're terrible. They're going to fall behind. He's not really a guy that I see getting involved that much in the passing game. He's a guy that's going to get a decent amount of touches, but I wouldn't be taking him with any type of decent draft pick.
Tier 7. Tell us how you really feel about him.
Oh, I think I did.
Toby Gerhart proved Dustin wrong.
Oh, please don't.
Tier 7, Joique Bell. 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns last year? Like, that's absurd. 1,200 total yards. 53 catches. So, got to take note of that. The Lions are obviously a very high-powered offense. And then Rashard Jennings. I really like Jennings. Normally, I don't like beat reporters because they're just writing it to write about stuff at this point. But it does look like he is going to be the starter. Wilson's not really going to be a factor. So, where you can get him in the draft, the reason he's ranked lower than everybody else that's a guaranteed starter is because of that uncertainty. But if he gets the job, he might do decent enough. I like the return on investment. ROI, people. It's all about whatever that means.
There you go. And then MJD out with Oakland. What a mess that situation is with him and McFadden. We like MJD just a little bit more. It is kind of a mess out there, though. That's going to be a situation to monitor during the preseason. And then Danny Woodhead. This guy gets no respect. They got Donald Brown out there now, and everyone's saying, oh, that's going to hurt Danny Woodhead. This guy had an amazing year. Over 1,000 total yards, 8 total touchdowns, 76 catches. I think he will have the same role that he did last year, I believe. Danny Woodhead, PPR machine.
All right, Tier 9, talking about two guys where we don't like the incumbent starters, so therefore we like them. The first one's Freeman for Atlanta. Steven Jackson.
Old man.
Old man. Gonna get hurt again. And this Freeman kid, we really like. I can see him stepping in and just running with the job. Same thing with Hyde out in San Francisco. Sorry, Dustin, it ain't your boy, Kendall Hunter.
I was waiting.
Ain't your boy. It's going to be Hyde once Robotic-Knees Gore goes down. And I'm not touching Jackson or Gore this year because I think they both get hurt. I think these guys are great to take late in drafts, especially keeper leagues where you take them where like the value goes up or two, whatnot the next year. I speak good English.
English, good, Brent. The last tier, not very much excitement in this tier, but all these guys, something to talk about. But Sean Green with Tennessee, you know, he is a proven NFL running back. You know, Sankey isn't quite ready. Sean Green could get in the mix a little bit, so we'll see if that, you know, definitely worth keeping an eye on to see how that situation is going to work out. And then Chris Ivory, I touched on him a little bit before. You know, I think he's still going to be a decent factor in that Jets offense. They love to run the ball. There should be enough for both of them to have, you know, a little bit of value.
So that's it. Again, go onto the site if you want to see any adjusted rankings. We will be updating as things happen during the year. See our other videos. Like us. Leave comments.
Get in the
Mock
forums.
Dustin for liking CJ Spiller, please. Because why he does is beyond me.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh, that's not going to look as good as it was.
It was pretty close.